Greetings, I'm Barrett, and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. We are continuing our playthrough of This War of Mine by Awakened Realms. We're on day number 5. That's right, we got 5 characters. We're on day 5. We're rocking this. When we ended our last episode, I asked for a vote. Which one of these would be more beneficial to our group? And an overwhelming majority chose Resourceful. So I'm going to be putting Handyman back in the narrative action deck, and we're going to be able to take Resourceful into our group. And it says here, play when crafting any fitting. Ignore the requirements for one of these resource token types. So I can use that for any type of resources. And there's a lot of great resources in here. An herb garden might be really good. We could forget like the components and just pay wood and mechanical parts. This heater would probably be awesome. We could only have to pay 3 wood. We could totally skip the component part of that. There's so many other things. This cardboard fort, we could skip all the wood and just play 2 components. Actually, it might not be too bad. We get 2 happiness for our orphan over there. And we also get to draw a kid action card, which we haven't done before. But there's a lot of neat things. There's that stove. We could, again, skip the components and just pay the mechanical parts and wood. Of course, right now we don't have mechanical parts. But, you know, it's just a minor detour. So there's so many other things we can craft. As always, I want to make sure everybody understands that this game may not be for all ages. And I do put that warning down in the lower right-hand corner. So with that understood, let's continue on. Will our brave survivors make it through day 5 and continue through this war of mine? To find out, I need you to meet me at the table. Like a shooting star it came, the denizens remain calm the soul in the western sky. Never-ending light, they swallowed up the night and turned it over besides the sky. Save one, and she walked so slow. She felt the world go and spoke her final words. A new day begins. We have to draw an event card. Let's see what happens to our poor survivors. Shelling. Well, it says add 1 to the cold, but we don't have any of that. We have max cold already. If more than 1 character went scavenging during the previous night, which we did, we sent out pretty much everybody, your shelter becomes the target of shelling. Distribute 2 wounds between the present characters and destroy 1 already built fitting card. Oh, that's terrible. Return it to the fittings deck. Oh no, this is I don't even know what to do about this. This is horrible. All right, let's go take care of this. All right, we have to distribute 2 wounds. We're going to give 1 of these wounds to Boris. There is a reason for this. Boris's sea spirit says if Boris is wounded, lower his wounds by 1. So I'm hoping maybe we'll draw a sea spirit card again. I think we're going to give the other wound to Katya. The only reason is because she already has a 2 illness, so even if she takes her meds and are able to heal her illness, she's still only going to be at 1 because you normally don't heal 2 illness. But if I give it over here, if she does heal the illness, she'll eventually be still stuck at 1 if she's still wounded. Now, another thing I could do is I have 1 set of bandages. I could put 2 wounds on any 1 person, but if I do, it drops their actions that they're going to have available to them by 1. And the only person that would benefit would be this person because she's already got 2 here on the illness. If I gave it to him, that would really wreck his day action phase. So I think we're just going to go with what we have here. The next thing we have to do is destroy an already built fitting card. And the only 2 we really have, well, we have our bed, but I want to keep that bed. That's the key to victory. We have a rainwater collector and a workshop. And for how much it pains me, we have all the board ups built, and the only other thing we can get is we can make parts, filters, and repair guitars, and it's really not that tough to build again. It's only like 9 things. Okay, actually it is. It's actually pretty terrible to build again. Oh, our rainwater takes a filter, and what else? Mechanical part, 5 components, and a wood. Oh, this is terrible. I don't want to lose any of these. We're going to lose the workshop. Is that a good plan? I don't know. Tell me in the comments below if that was a good plan. With the loss of our workshop and 2 injuries, we're going to go ahead and remove this card from the game. And we're now going to move into our day action phase. All right, so we each get to start with our first action during the day. We're going to start with Anton. I think Anton's going to go search the heap. We're going to have, I think, Aritza. She's going to go take a nap in the bed. That way we can get rid of her 2 fatigue. She's going to go collect rainwater. And I think he is going to build something. He's going to build this simple heater using 5 components and 3 wood. And I'm not going to use my resourceful card yet. I've got a plan. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 components and 3 wood. And that will build us our heater. Now I know in our other deck, there's something that's going to be able to improve this heater. So we need to keep this heater next to that one. So we're going to put it right here. So then we can build the other side of the heater on either side of these. Now let's take a look at our simple heater. Our simple heater says, for each 2 wood or books, discard 1 cold token. And I believe you can do these in either way. You could have 1 wood, book, or 1 book, or 2 woods, or 2 books. So we've built ourselves a heater. And he is now going to move back to the guard space. We're going to be putting a weight token on our rainwater collector, and she's going to go back here. Erica has gone ahead and rested. She's going to lose her 2 fatigue. And lastly, we've got Anton in the heap. Oh, what'd you find, Anton? Please say you found something good. Oh my gosh, you found a mess of stuff. 1, 2, 5 components and 5 woods. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. All right, we're going to go ahead and take that. Now over on this side of the board, I haven't shown you this before because we haven't needed it. We can substitute 1 token to equal 5, but you can only do it for wood and components. You can't do it for anything else. Like I said before, everything is finite except for our components and wood. And they're only really finite up to the point where you can only put as many as you can onto this area right here. So these are both signifying 5 of those type of items. All right, so that was awesome. He's going to go ahead and we're going to remove this card from the game. And we're going to go into our second action. And everybody can take a second action except for Katya. So she's going to remain back here. Now let's see here. Boris is going to go ahead and take a little nap in the bed. Anton is going to use our heater, and Erica is going to go build something way up here. She's going to build this cardboard fort for a few reasons. 1, I want to see what a kid action card is. And 2, we kind of need to get some happiness back on our girl. She's at 1. So it's going to cost us 5 wood and 2 components. But we really need that wood for this stove. So I think this is where we're going to use our resourceful card. It was kind of a free build for us, so I don't feel too bad using it on something that's for the kid. So we're going to build this cardboard fort by paying 2 components. So we're going to take our 5 out of the component storage and put 3 into our regular storage down here. We're then going to remove this card from the game, and we have built ourselves a cardboard fort. Let's see what it does. Roll the black die and compare the result with the empathy of the characters placed here. A result that is equal to or less than the character's empathy raises the happiness by 1 and lowers the character's misery by 1. Well, this isn't bad at all. A result that is greater than the character's empathy, remove this card from the game. Well, we got some guys with 7 empathy, so this is going to be pretty good. Also, it says right here, after crafting the cardboard fort, raise the happiness by 2 and draw a kid action card. So we're going to go ahead and put our cardboard fort up here, and we're going to raise our child's or our orphan's happiness. She's at a 1, so we're going to raise it all the way back to 3 again. And on top of that, we get to draw ourselves a kid action card. Let's see, which one do we get? Reality impact. Oh, this is terrible. I don't even get anything good. It says something unexpected has happened. Draw another card from the kid action deck and check the number shown in the corner. Then shuffle the drawn card back into the kid action deck. Find the number in the Orphan of War book and resolve the corresponding text. Afterwards, remove this card from the game. Oh boy. All right, so we're going to remove this card from the game. We're going to shuffle this action deck up again, and we're going to see what number is up in the corner. We got K5. K5. A tiny figure stands in the threshold of the room. The shots which were just fired outside not long ago must have interrupted the child's nap. We hear the question come from a tear-streaked face. Why do people kill each other? What's war for? Wanting to answer, We freeze with our mouth half open. Is this not the question that anyone still alive wants to know the answer to? Is this not the reason so many have chosen a quicker way out? Taking their own lives, unable to find the right. It wasn't always like this. For children, the war has lasted all their lives. But the adults remember how it used to be. Answers pop into our heads. We remember the sunny days, activities, and occupations, which today seem as distant as the possibility of a ceasefire. Hope fills not only us, but also the tiny heart. Raise happiness by 1. Lower the misery of all characters by 1. Well, okay, so the only thing we got out of this is at least we get to raise the happiness by 1. None of our characters are actually miserable, but I actually feel kind of miserable reading about this. So our child's happiness has actually gone all the way up to 4. She's as happy as she can possibly be. Now the only thing we need to do is, we need to feed her. She might not be getting fed this turn because it only goes down 1. I know I'm a terrible guy, aren't I? I'm not going to feed a little kid. Okay, and the rest of this I think is okay. All right, so we built our cardboard fort. We're coming back here. Also, Boris is done taking his nap. He's going to go ahead and lose his fatigue. The last person left is Anton standing on the simple heater, and he can go ahead and burn wood and books equaling up to like 2. So I think we're going to burn 2 wood and 1 book. That's 4, so we can lower the heat by 2. So I'm going to go ahead and remove 2 cold tokens. So we're down to 4 cold tokens, which isn't bad because we have 3 board ups. So technically we only are off by 1. So as long as we don't draw a card that says board ups and cold equal 1 or something, we're doing okay. And that's going to be the end of the day action phase because everybody got 2 actions except for Katya. She only got 1. So moving into the dust phase, we have to go ahead and drink some water. And I actually thought about this for a long time. I thought of putting all 5 of this water right onto our objective, but I don't think that's the best idea. I think we are going to drink water. If we don't drink water, there's a chance we become more hungry or we gain misery. Neither one is really that great, and I know I can pick up some more water on the way home. We do have 1 extra from our rainwater collector last time. We got 1 from it last time. I am going to put this token onto our objective. Now we have to eat. And again, I think it's best to get rid of the hunger. So we're going to give these 3 people food. She's already got some illness going on and all that. She just gets a vegetable. Sorry, Katya, only a vegetable for you. So we're going to remove this hunger because this removes 1 hunger. So the 3 hunger is going to come off. She's going to remain hungry, but that's okay. We then have to choose what our characters are going to do. We're going to remove this. Oh, I'm sorry. Our girl is going to lose 1 happiness because I didn't feed her. Sorry. Now what we're going to do is move into our night phase and evening phase. I lied. And we're going to have to decide what we're going to do with our characters. What we're going to do is Boris and Erica don't have any fatigue, so they're going to go ahead and go out scavenging. Anton has 1 fatigue. I think he's going to go ahead and stick around and stand on guard duty because he's been doing a really good job of that. Now, it's Katya I don't know exactly what to do with. I think she's going to come 2, and her fatigue's going to go to 2 as well. And the reason I'm going to take her is because if in case we do need to trade, at least we have somebody that can bring that commission down to 0. Now this time when we choose a location, there's not anything really worth trading anymore. We did a huge trade last turn. So this church is kind of out. The shelled school, it's got bandages that would help, but I really am looking for food as always, and I think our best space is really going to be this construction site. There's a 7, 8, and 9 chance of getting a vegetable, which is really good. But of course, there's that open space where we might have to deal with, and there's bars and rubble. Okay, and the other bad thing is we only get 10 cards to search through, but I think that's our best bet. So we're going to go ahead, send Boris, Katya, and Erica out into the construction site, and we're going to see what we can do. And we're going to take with us our hatchet, our saw blade, and we're also going to take our shovel because there's a chance there could be rubble, bars, and it's always good just to bring a hatchet because you never know when you might need it. Now we need to prepare our unknown deck, and like I said, we only get 10 cards, which is really a bummer, but we're going to go ahead and shuffle these all up. Hopefully get something good this time. I really want to get some good stuff. And we're going to go ahead and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to put those here, and we're going to begin our exploration of the construction site. Search the heap. Wow, what a surprise. We start with search the heap. We get it every time. All right, we're going to raise the noise by 1 and roll for noise. So our noise moves up 1, and we have to roll our die. We got an 8, so we're okay. Now we get to search our findings deck. Or not search it, we got to go ahead and shuffle up, and we get something from the finding deck. That's going to be for our heap. Let's see what the heap gives us. It gives us, oh, I like the book, and 2 mechanical parts, and of course we get to roll our die. So let's take our die, roll that up. Come on, something good. We got a 10. Oh, that should be really good. We got ourselves a shovel. Well, maybe we can trade it. We already have a shovel. So I guess we got trade things. All right, so we're going to take our book, our shovel, and our 2 mechanical parts and put them in our findings pile. We're then going to go ahead, put our findings card back there. This is going to be discarded, and we're going to move on. I was kind of hoping for a 7 through 9. I don't know about that 10. All right, let's see what comes next. Bars. Oh, we have bars. Check the current location. We do have bars. If there are bars, you may resolve the card immediately or place it on the exploration slot and resolve it later instead of drawing a new exploration card. I think we're going to do it right now. We can either saw through, requires a saw blade, return 2 exploration cards and roll for noise. That is what we're going to do. We're going to return 2 exploration cards and we're going to roll for noise. Our noise right now is a 2. Oh no, we got a 2. That means we meet a resident hearing us sawing through the bars. All right, let's go ahead and mix up a resident deck. Hopefully it's somebody nicer. This could be really bad really fast. All right, somebody good. Please be happy, people. Reality impact. Draw a card from the colors deck to determine the color of the script. Then reveal the top card of the resident deck and check the number with the color on it. Find that number in the book of scripts and resolve the corresponding text. Afterwards, shuffle the card back into the resident deck. All right. Wow, how many of these reality impact cards can I get in one turn? All right, we got color green. So we're going to take our colors deck and move it back over here. And now we're going to go ahead and draw the resident card and see what green number is. 295. Going to our Book of Scripts app, we turn to 295. A voice in the darkness goes, shh. There's a group of people on the improvised stage. They're dressed very weirdly. They're wearing colorful clothes, and their hair is styled in a way that you'd call fashionable a while back. And they're holding musical instruments. All of a sudden, they begin to play and sing as if somebody ordered them to do so. The room is filled with cheerful music. We recognize the melody, and then we recognize these people. They used to be famous before the war. Tickets to their shows in town usually sold out on the very first day of sale. Let's listen for a while. Return 2 exploration cards and see 676. Or, the ruined instruments and sore throats are but a caricature of their past selves. It's too sad. We leave. Back to the game. Well, if we had more cards than just 10, I would say we go ahead and stick around and listen to some music. But I think we're just going to go on. I want to make sure that we have enough cards to find some stuff. So we're going to just continue on with our game here. And it was really nice to see the Backstreet Boys. Okay. And it says, after sawing through, add 6 cards from the exploration deck to the unknown deck. Oh, that's really good. Okay, maybe we could have stayed for the song. Oh, well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, we got a lot more cards. Then it says, draw and resolve 1 findings card from the pantry. Oh, that's good. Then discard the bars card. We're going to discard the card. We're going to take this. Come on. Something from the pantry. Let's go raw food or canned food. Pantry. We got a vegetable, 2 coffee. Oh, that's not too bad. Well, I got a vegetable and 1 coffee because apparently we're out of coffee. We have all the coffee we can. And I do have to roll a die as well. We've got a 5. Let's see what 5 is for our construction site. 5 says mechanical part. All right, we're going to start reining in mechanical parts. So we're going to go ahead and add that to our findings pile as well. Turn this over and draw a new card from our exploration deck. Oh, I threw it on the ground. Basement entrance. Okay, there is no basement entrance, so discard the card and draw a new card from the exploration deck. Search the heap. Oh, wow, more heap. Okay, raise the noise by 1 and roll for noise. So we're going to do that. So our noise will go to 2. It dropped all the way down to 1 when we found our last resident, and it's a 2 or less. Okay, we got a 4 this time. We're doing okay this time. Now we get to go ahead and draw a card from the findings deck to see if we can find something good in the heap. Come on, hopefully don't find a heap of trouble. Let's see what we see. Electrical part, a filter, and a weapon part. Oh, this is really good too. And we get to roll 1 on the findings chart. We got a 1. Well, a 1 is nothing. So we got a weapon part, an electrical part, and a filter. We're going to put those there, flip our card over, and continue our exploration. Come on, food. Tough luck. Roll for noise. Oh, that's not too bad because our noise is only at a 2. So let's see what we get. We got a 9. Totally fine. Exploration card. Come on. Hideout. You may ignore this card or hide out. Return as many exploration cards as you wish and lower the noise by the same amount. I'm going to ignore this card. I have no need to do that. We've only at 2. 2's okay. Wow, what do you know? Search the heap. Surprise, surprise. Raise the noise by 1 and roll for noise. Our noise will go up to 3. Let's go ahead and roll the noise. We got a 4. Whoa, that was so close. Okay, but we didn't get a 3 or less, so we're good. And now we get to search the heap. I can't believe it. I think we've seen every heap card on the planet. Half this deck feels like it's search the heap. All we get is search the heap. Oh, I missed the findings card. All right, let's see what we get inside our heap. Oh, I bet it's not canned food. We found a bullet, chems, and we get to roll on the chart here. All right, let's roll on the chart. Oops, it rolled off the board. I got a 6. I think a 6 is something good. Hopefully it's a vegetable. 6, nope. 6 is a mechanical part. All right, so we got bullets, chems, and a mechanical part. All right, here's our mechanical part, our chem, and our ammo. Go ahead and put that up there. We're then going to go ahead, put the findings card back, and we're going to keep on exploring. Come on, something good. Oh no, this is my least favorite card in the world. Raise the noise by 3. Yuck, our noise goes up 1, 2, 3 to 6. Oh no, we only have 2 from the max top. All right, let's continue on. Exploration. Search the furniture. Finally, something really good. Return 2 exploration cards or raise the noise by 1 and roll for noise. To draw and resolve 1 findings from the furniture deck. All right, we're going to raise the noise and roll for noise. All right, this is where I start tempting fate. Now, let's not forget, Erica's got a secret power. Her secret power says once per scavenging, before rolling for noise, Erica may lower the noise by 5. So we have to raise the noise by 1 to 7. She can lower it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 2. And now we roll for noise. Come on, something good. Oh no, we found a 2. That means we actually ran into somebody. So we're going to drop it down to 1. That was a good use of her power. And now we have to draw a resident card. Man, Erica really wasted that power. Come on, you got to be more sneaky, Erica. All right, let's see what she finds. Deserters. Okay, it says determine the number of deserters encountered. Roll the black die. 1 to 4, 1, 5 to 8, 2, 9 to 10, 3. And draw their tokens. Deserters are armed with, oh my gosh, there are pistols, assault rifles, and shotguns, and I've got a hatchet. Let's go ahead and roll our die. We got a 2. All right, so that means there's only 1. That's half the battle, but 1 with a gun is not going to be good. Either you surrender by discarding all tokens you have in the findings pile, or combat begins. If you gave them everything you had, you may return 1 exploration point to talk to them. If there is combat, you may try to stop the fight. C40. After defeating all enemies, C33. Oh no, this is going to be terrible. I think we're going to have to fight these guys, and we might lose somebody. So we found 1 deserter. What we have to do is we have to mix these tokens up, and we have to draw one of these tokens at random to determine what exactly our deserter has. Let's go ahead and take this one. He's A prowess 0. So if you look at our deserter card, it says A. He's got a pistol. That's really good. He's not too badly armed. All right, now he is going to go armed with a firearm. So we're going to put him over here in the unwounded section. And then as we hurt him, he's going to go down. If we hurt him, he might just blow us all up. Now we're going to go ahead and assign weapons. Well, we only have a hatchet. We're going to give it to Boris. Boris is going to go hit him with his hatchet. That's the plan. Now our deserter also has a prowess of 0. So he doesn't get any rerolls. But Erica, and actually our photographer, reporter is going to go on the back. These two both have 2 prowess. So when they fight, they can re-roll their dice. So we're going to go ahead and see how we do. Now, combat all happens simultaneously, but if I remember right, I read something where firearms actually do their damage before we do our damage. So it all still happens at the same time, but we still have to take damage. And if we die before we're able to get to him with a melee weapon, then we actually are going to take a lot of damage. So we're going to go ahead, roll our red die. And we got a little S symbol. What this symbol means is I can take this as a miss, or I can test the book of scripts. Or sorry, the fate cards. And the fate cards have symbols at the bottom. Next time we draw a fate card, I'll show you, because I'm taking that as a miss. I'm not letting this thing go ahead and get something special from the fate cards. Now I've got a hatchet with Boris. So Boris is going to go ahead and roll. Boris got the hatchet symbol. Oh, the hatchet symbol is so good. Look, I'm so excited to check this out. Hatchet. If the hatchet icon is the result of the yellow combat die roll using the hatchet, then the target dies immediately. Oh, we got so lucky here. All right, so we happen to put the hatchet right in this guy's head. He's dead. Now, the problem is whenever you kill a person that's not a thug, you have to roll against the empathy of your characters. And if you roll, what is it? It's if you roll equal to or less than their empathy, they gain 1 misery. So we're going to start with Boris. Boris has an empathy of 5, so he just needs to get a 4. So Boris, after sticking the hatchet in somebody's head, has gained 1 misery. I'm going to put that there for now. We're going to put it over next to his character in a second. Now we're going to go on to Erica. She's got a 6. So she didn't care that we smashed that guy with a hatchet. And the last one we have is we're going to go ahead and check Katya. Katya's got a 7. Oh, she got a 9. So the only one that was really sad about this whole experience was Boris, and he's the one with the hatchet. So I guess that makes sense. So we're going to give Boris 1 misery. So in his laundry list of things that are wrong with him, he is now also gaining 1 misery. Now it says that we're going to put this back in the box. And then we're also going to go ahead and continue on down this card here. It says, after defeating all enemies, see 33. So we're going to go to the Book of Scripts number 33. So our Book of Scripts app number 33 says, fresh blood slowly soaks into the ground. We search the bodies. Shuffle the resident card back into the resident deck. Draw and resolve 1 card from the findings deck furniture chart. Ignore the roll for the special findings. Also, place in your finding all the weapon tokens from the opponent we have killed, if there are still any corresponding tokens left in the box. So that means we are going to gain a pistol. So we got ourselves a pistol to start with. Now we have to shuffle this back into the deck. We also get to draw from the findings deck for a furniture. So let's go ahead and check out the furniture here. Come on, something good in the furniture. In the furniture we find more parts. Yay, more parts everywhere. Electrical part, mechanical part, and a herb. And it says not to roll on the special findings chart. So I am again out of mechanical parts. We got our herb and our electrical part. Now we also get to finish this one here, which we get to resolve this as well, search the furniture, which is what we were originally doing. Oh, I can't forget to give myself my pistol. And I even have an ammo here with me in our findings deck if we need to use it. All right, let's see what we got now in the furniture. We found a book, a chem, and a medical herb, and we get to roll on the special findings chart. We got a 1. Wow, I'm just terrible on the special findings, but I get all this other stuff. So I gained an herbal medicine, a book, and a chem. We're going to put that up there. Our special findings there. Discard our furniture. Let's see what is next. Come on, something good. Door. Raise the noise by 1 or roll for noise. We're going to roll for noise, so our noise right now is at 1. So you can't get any better than that. Though I have rolled a few 1s already today. All right, let's see what else we get. Stairs down. Return 3 exploration points or enter. Raise the noise by 3 and roll for noise. Oh, yuck. I don't have that many left. I've only got 4. So we have to do that. So we're going to raise the noise 1, 2, 3, and we're going to roll for noise. Oh, this is going to be terrible. Oh, no, it's good. We got an 8. Okay, good. I feel like I'm starting to play with fire here. Our noise is getting up there. I don't have a way of getting rid of it. And I think I saw something. Return as many exploration cards as you wish and roll the black die. Add the number of returned exploration cards to the result. Oh, no, on a 1 to 5, draw and resolve a resident card. I'm not going to give any up. I'm just going to go ahead and roll a die. So we need a 6 through 10. Oh, we got a 6. All right. Oh, okay. Real good, real good, real good. All right, let's keep on going. Come on, something good. Oh, another door. I'm just going to raise the noise by 1. So our noise is now at 5. We have 2 cards left. All reality impact. Something unexpected has happened. Draw a card from the colors deck. Determine the color of the script. Then draw a card from the exploration deck. Check the number with that color. Read from the book of scripts. So we're going to go ahead and take our colors deck, mix it up a little bit here, and let's see what we get. We got blue. So let's draw a card from our exploration deck and see what number blue is. 5, 4, 5. Let's go look to the book of scripts. If we turn to our book of scripts app, 545 says, swindlers, crooks, sellers of dreams. We've learned to be wary of anything that sounds too good to be true. That is why it was with severe misgiving that we listened to the man who accosted us in the alley. He was short, ugly, and looked like a beggar. He was leaning heavily on crutches, and one of his legs was wrapped in a dirty bandage. He told us that he knows a way through the sewers, old cellars, and disused heating ducts through which we could get to safety in a remote district. These passageways had been relatively untouched by battle, and few looters show up there. The man is ready to show us the way. Of course, in return, he wants something of value. We decide to go return 2 exploration cards, discard tokens with a total value of 5, and C46. There's no way I'm following this shifty guy into the sewers. Back to the game. Well, we actually have to go back to the game. We don't have 2 exploration cards. So we're going to have to go ahead and discard our reality impact. We only had 1 card, so we couldn't actually go through the sewers if we wanted to. Our last one is search the pantry. We finally got something awesome. Return 2 exploration cards. We can't do that. Raise the noise by 1 and roll for noise. So we have to raise the noise and roll the noise by 1. All right, we're going to have to raise the noise to 6. And come on, something higher than a 6. Oh, we got a 7. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we don't have to worry about any residents, and we get something from the pantry. So we're going to go ahead, discard this card, and grab something from our findings deck for the pantry. Come on, something really good. We need something really good. Let's go. Pantry. We got a vegetable. All right, that's okay. We got sugar and a cigarette. And we get to roll on the special findings chart. And I can already tell you now, if I get the vegetable now, I'm going to be very sad because there's only 1 left to get. Oh, we got another shovel. Well, I guarantee you there's no other shovels either. So we get sugar, cigarette, and vegetables. So we're going to go ahead and put our sugar, cigarette, and vegetables into our findings pile. And that is going to be it for our our scavenging phase, which I think we did okay. We got some vegetables and we're ready to go. I think we're now going to go to the heart of the city. So we're going to go ahead and mix up these heart of the city cards. Mainly because we have so much extra stuff that maybe we can find some way to trade some of that junk to. All right, let's see what we get. Now we're in chapter 2, so we have to roll the black die and see what we're going to be doing. We got a 5. So we're going to go and see H36. H36 says, we stand in a long line. At least half the square is shouting and shoving now. They're giving out food! Everyone gets some and immediately tries to get back in line. Arguments erupt. Sometimes they turn into fistfights. It's now our turn. We can see the inside of the truck in which some people are working. It's hard to see any details beyond the row of soldiers trying to keep the rowdy crowd in check. We can see a lot of packages, but there still aren't enough for everyone. A man in a gray jumpsuit turns around and gives us a package. Next! We leave to check what we get, H56. Or we stand in line again. Oh, that's a tough choice. They're giving out food. I like food. But I don't know if we should do that because I'm seeing things about turning into fistfights and arguments, and I'm afraid we might lose what we get. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to leave to check what we got, go to H56. H56 says, look at this, add 1 canned food and a vegetable to the findings pile. I don't care about the vegetable because we can't get it, but a canned food is worth 15, and this heals 2 points of food, hunger, damage, yuck. I'm so excited for this. Now that's going to complete our heart of the city. I'm pretty excited about it. We got a canned food. That's great. Now we're going to go to choose findings. Again, look at all this stuff we have to bring back with us. Well, we're going to bring back everything that doesn't weigh anything for sure. So all this stuff. Now we have 2 shovels. I think we're still going to bring back this other shovel because you never know. You might lose your shovel. That'd be bad. I'm going to bring back that canned food for sure. Both of our vegetables. Now we're also going to bring back our hatchet, and I think we're also going to take our pistol because those are pretty good. So if we look at the weight, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I want to bring back 4 water. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we can carry a total of 12. Meaning we can bring back 3 more things. Well, we don't have anything that can do with this weapon part. So we're going to put it over here. I don't need this filter anymore, so we're going to put that over here. Here's a sugar. It's worth 3, but again, I don't really need it. I don't have anything that uses sugar right now. Now, we could use these electrical parts and these mechanical parts to be able to make some really cool things. Now, we have 1 electrical part in our establishment already. So I think what we're going to do is bring back 2 mechanical parts and 1 electrical part, and then all the rest of the stuff, because it doesn't weigh anything. So we're going to go ahead and leave this stuff. Now, there is a rule that states that when I leave a location, I can put these into, I can try to hide them. So we're going to do that. We're going to try to hide all this stuff. What does that mean? That means this is going to go on the location, and if we come back to this location, we roll a die. And if we get a 1 through 6, then we discard all the tokens. Somebody's found our stash. But on a 7 through 10, it's still there, and we add it to our findings pile, and we can then keep these along with anything else we find, and again decide at the end of that scavenging phase if we want to keep these or again try to hide them. So we're going to put these on the construction site. So we're going to go ahead and attempt to hide these here at the construction site. Now, these tokens are all finite in the game. I know I've mentioned that before, but if we're in our hideout and we're scavenging around and we find a mechanical part and there aren't any more, and the only place they're at is the construction site in our little hiding thing, we have to take them from there and add them to our stash. I hope that makes sense. So these are here, but if we don't have any extra tokens when we need to find these type of tokens, we do take them from here and bring them to where we have to find them. Now comes the phase I'm always a little nervous about. We're going to take our shotgun and our ammo, and poor Anton, he's hanging out here trying to stop the night raid. We're going to have a night raid, so we're going to take our cards. We're going to shuffle these cards up. We're going to see which one we get here. All right, come on, please don't be too bad. Night raid, night raid, night raid. Looters! Oh, man. Look at this, 6 tokens or resources and 2 wounds, and it's going to be the most expensive. Oh, man. Okay, so I do have 3 board ups, so it does remove 3 from this. So instead of 6, it's going to go down to 3, 5. So we're taking 5 damage total from this. Now, of course, that could be wounds, or items. It's up to us. Now, it does say the most expensive, which is, oh, that's kind of terrible. All right, we do have our 2 cards. We have our Vigilant Watch and our Headshot. Now, our Headshot would let us ignore a night raid altogether, and our Vigilant Watch allows us to lower the damage by 4. So if we lower the damage by 4, and we have our 3 board ups, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. We only need to roll a 1 or better on this die. And there's 1, 2 misses, and all the rest are actually pretty good. I think we're going to go ahead and do this. So we're going to roll our die, see what we get, and decide if we want to play our Vigilant Watch card. All right, let's see how it goes. Oh, we got the shotgun pattern. We don't even have to play our Vigilant Watch. The shotgun pattern, when you're all doing the night raid, says that this result using a shotgun, ignore the night raid card currently in play. So we just get to ignore the night raid card. I don't have to play it. It doesn't say that I have to play this before it. It says play during the night raid phase. And it can be any time during the night raid phase. So we're going to go ahead, shuffle this back in, because this card does say afterwards, shuffle this card back into the night raid deck. We're going to shuffle this card back in. I am going to discard my ammo that I used to roll the shotgun pattern and stop the night raid. Oh, this has been an absolutely unbelievable turn. All right, we're done with the night raid phase. We'd move into the crime wave phase, but all of our cards are in the night raid and our resident deck, so that phase doesn't exist anymore. All right, so our scavenging party is going to return. We're going to return with a pistol, a hatchet. We even have our shotgun. Wow, our guys are getting really good here. I don't know why I'm telling myself that. I'm probably going to ruin my life here. All right, we have 4 water, which is really good. We have enough for everybody. We also brought back some mechanical parts and an electrical part that we can use in crafting. Now, of course, we don't have any wood, which is, maybe I should have grabbed some wood on the way back, but that's okay. We'll be okay. We have 2 chems. We also have an herb along with an herbal med. We have more ammo, so we have 3 ammo again. We also have a lot of coffee now. We got 3 coffee and a couple books. We can burn those books to get rid of some cold later on. We're up to 3 vegetables, which is really good. And here's the big winner right there, canned food. Oh, that's so good. Now we also have 2 shovels, which maybe I should have ditched the shovel. Oh well, we're going to keep the shovel. We still have our saw blade, and we also have our cigarette. All right, that is our stash. I think we're really loaded up here. That's fantastic. Now we're going to go on to assigning meds, and we're going to draw our fate card. Now I have to assign meds and bandages. I also want to say that I was wrong. I forgot that I had this piece of wood in our 5 storage. So we actually do have 5 wood. We have more than 0. We have 5. Now we happen to have 1 bandage, and I think we're going to give the bandage to Katya. I know that seems weird because there's a chance that this illness is still going to be here. But if we can draw that C misery card, or one of the cards that has a C on it, he'll heal this wound. So I'm going to hopefully draw one that has a C on it. So we've assigned our meds and we've assigned our bandages. Now we're going to go ahead, mix up our fate cards. We're going to draw a fate card. Hopefully it's not the same one we've drawn the last couple times. And we're going to see what we get. All right, this fate card says, raise the wounds of all unbandaged. Let's see if I can get this in focus. Raise the wounds of all unbandaged characters by 1. Here's a good one. Lower the illness of all characters who took meds by 1. That's fantastic. So this illness is gone. This illness is gone. Her illness becomes 1. Now, of course, the bad thing is we've used all our meds, and there are a lot of resource points. But that's okay. We used them for what we needed to do. We got rid of our illness. Now I kind of hope that we get a C here and we can get rid of that wound. But I don't know if that's going to happen. It also says, discard med tokens. If cold tokens minus board ups equal 2 or more, raise the illness on 2 chosen characters by 1. So we have 3 board ups and 4 cold tokens. So if we can get rid of 3 of them because of our board ups, our cold is only 1. So thanks to that heater, we have kept ourselves healthy. I'm really glad that heater worked out. All right, let's keep on going. Exchange the nearest small location. If there is none, exchange the nearest medium location. So this, at least, we do get to exchange out a location. Also, something I haven't mentioned before is if you're done with your scavenging turn, you can actually switch out a location your turn by discarding 2 exploration cards, I believe, at the end, or something to that nature. Actually, I lied. Okay, it's actually at the beginning or the end of the scavenging phase. You can return 4 exploration cards to exchange any of the 3 locations placed on the board and draw a new one from the location deck. So you do have that option. I've never used that, but I just wanted to let you know that that is a possibility. Now we also have to resolve weight tokens, and then we have to resolve Spirit B on all characters. I was really hoping for C. All right, let's go with B. For Boris, B is discard 1 cigarette from the storage or raise Boris's misery by 1. I have a cigarette. We're good. Let's see what Erica says. If there's a guitar in the storage, lower 1 chosen character's misery by 1. Oh, that'd have been good. We could have got rid of that misery, but we don't have a guitar. Anton, what's wrong with you, man? If Anton is hungry, level 2 or 3, raise his illness by 1. Not happening. And Katya, oh, this could be bad. Let's see. Oh, no, it's just if there's a guitar in the storage, lower her chosen character misery by 1. Well, that's not going to happen either. Okay, so she's got some bandages, and we've used our cigarette for Boris. We also need to resolve our weight token. So we're going to remove the weight token, and we're going to roll. Hopefully we get better than a 1 this time. We got a 6. That's pretty good. Let's look at our card. 6 is 3 water. Oh, that's going to be fantastic. So we're able to get 3 water, but sadly there's only 2 left. There's actually only 6 water tokens. I have to remember next time when we go scavenging not to bring so much water back. So the only thing left to do is going to exchange our locations. Let's go do that. So it said that we have to exchange the nearest small location. These are all medium. So it did say, though, if there isn't a small, we do exchange a medium location. So we're going to get rid of that one. And since we did reveal this when we're getting rid of it, we do put this back into the deck. It says, afterwards, place this card under the current location. When the location card is removed from the game, shuffle the reality impact card back into the exploration deck. So we're going to put this right down here in our exploration deck. We're going to move our 2 locations, which, look, it makes it faster to get back to our construction site. So we're going to be able to get some more cards if we want to go back here again. We're going to draw a new location, and it is an abandoned cottage. Oh, I don't think I shuffled these after I did that one mistake. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these. We're going to shuffle these up a little bit because we can't get that abandoned cottage. We already knew it was there. Instead, we get a garage. All right, well, let's hear bars and rubble, nothing. Some mechanical parts, electrical parts, weapon blade parts, a saw blade. I don't think there's anything we want from here, but it is a medium location and it's far away. We still have our famine in play. I wish that would go away. And we've come back to that point in our life where we get to draw the golden tickets. Because I've got a golden ticket. Let's see what we get. Our narrative action card number 1 is like a mouse. Play during scavenging phase. Instead of rolling for the noise, set the noise marker to 1. All right, that could be pretty good. Let's see what our second one is. Rumors. Play at any time. Take a look at the top card from any 2 of the following decks. Events, visitors, residents, or night raids. Oh, that could be okay too. All right, I'm going to put these right here, and you guys know the drill. What I'm going to have you do is go ahead and vote in the comments below which one do you think would benefit our group more, or which one do you want me to have that may not be so good for the group if you want them all to not make it. But I think so far everybody's been on my side, and we've been really working hard on getting these people through this war of mine. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. This game just keeps on getting better, and I think we're doing a pretty good job. We've got our 4 people, and we've got some pretty good resources. If you are enjoying it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, hit the like symbol, don't forget the bell symbol so you know when the next video comes out. And also, please feel free to leave anything in the comments below. I'd love to hear from everyone. And if you are as excited as I am to see day 6, then I need you to meet me at the table.